Welcome back to Eileen Who Got Yoga. But today we're going to be doing some active stretching for your core workout. Wait, I know it's kind of shocking because I know I've been gone for a while and it's been more than a year of me creating any content for my YouTube channel, but I'm definitely back, and today we're gonna get some stretches in as we activate into our core work, to have a core workout, prepare ourselves for some core workout. So that's gonna be a separate video definitely, but we're just gonna do some active stretching for the core.
Here are the 5 dynamic stretching before core workout. Hamstring stretch. Cow and child's pose. Twisted lunge. Bridge with pelvic tilts. Shoulder stretches with core activation.
I know you guys are getting excited already. So, without any delay, let's get into it. Of course, we will be needing some resistance band, a long resistance band, and 2 yoga blocks. If you need it, maybe you might need it for today. If you don't have any yoga blocks, you can actually use hard down books, and if you don't have resistance band, I suggest start investing in one. If you don't have one, you can click on the link below and get your resistance band. It's time to invest, guys. Don't worry, you'll be able to use it and it's gonna be such a big help. So it's a good start, especially for those who actually do not have, how do you say this, weights. You can start with resistance band. If you don't have any weights yet at home, this is a good way for you to invest. All right, we're gonna get into it. So we're gonna start by lying down. And as we lie down, we're gonna extend one leg up towards the ceiling. Let's start with the left leg. And as we extend the left leg up towards the ceiling, we're gonna kick it up, flex your foot, and then actively pressing the heel up towards the ceiling. Make sure both hips or both buttocks are grounded down towards the mat. Pulling as much as you can. Use a resistance band. 2, we'll do 3, 4, and 5. Slowly extending the right leg forward. We'll do it and bend and straighten again for 5, 4, feeling the hamstring getting active. 3, 2, and 1. We'll switch to the other one, extending the opposite leg, kicking it up, making sure both hips are grounded down towards the mat before you pulling it up as high as you can. And then slowly bending and straightening. Pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to slowly extend the other leg. Take a deep breath there. I'm a little bit tired on my right side apparently. And then we're going to kick and straight. Flex both feet. Keep it active. 2, 3, 4, and 5. From here, we're going to slowly let go. So cow and child's pose are 2 positions we're in. We're just gonna roll from cow pose to child's pose. So we have time to stretch the front body and actually stretch also your lower back. Come to tabletop position, hands down towards the mat. Spread the fingers and try to turn your fingers out a little bit. Okay. Open your knees so you have also a way to stretch your inner thighs. So we're gonna be leaving that on the next one. And then slowly using your hands to pull your chest forward and arching your back. On the exhale, rounding your back. Slowly sinking your hips towards your heels or as far as it's possible. Moving your hands as far as you can, drop the head down. We'll do 10 of this. Inhale, arching, shifting forward. Use your arms to pull forward. Feel the stretch on the belly. Exhale, rounding your back, hips back, child's pose 2. Inhale, arch. Exhale, 3, child's pose. Inhale, arch. Exhale, 4. Inhale, arch. Exhale, 5. Inhale, arch. Exhale, 6. Inhale, arch. Shifting forward into cow. Exhale to child's pose. 7. Inhale, arch. I'm trying to focus on counting, guys, because I'm not really good in math. 9, no, not in counting. Arch, and then slowly pushing your hips back. I just love twisted lunges. I don't know, especially in the morning when I do this. There's a lot of cracking bones there. My lola bones are just cracking. So I'm gonna be doing, since this is the first of the many series that I'm gonna be doing, I'll start with an easy twisted lunge. Don't worry. So come down to all fours. And then let's step the right foot forward. If you're new, move the knee back. And then we're gonna reach our hand up and then down. 10 of this. Up and then down. 2. Up and then down. 3. Up and then down. 4. Up and then down. 5. We'll switch to the other side. Left foot forward. Move the knee back. And then let's bring the left hand up and then down. 1. Up and then down. Try to not sink into the shoulder. Try to push away as much as you can. 3. 4. 1 more. And 5. All right, you're gonna be needing 2 blocks for this activation. Lie down, and we're gonna bring the block in between the knees. Squeeze the block as much as you can. I'll show first how it works on how to do your pelvic tilts. So your pelvis is basically your hip bone, okay? So when you tilt your pelvis downwards, meaning the hips faces downwards, away from the head, notice that you have a big space on your back, right? You can insert your hands and it can actually go through. Okay, now when we tilt the pelvis up, this would actually engage your lower abdominal wall, and if you are in a hip extension, that would actually squeeze your glutes. This would actually fill up the space behind you so your back is flat on the mat. We'll do that again, okay? Tilting the pelvis down means space behind your back. Tilting the pelvis up means there's no space, all right? And then just try to feel the lower abdominal wall just working. We'll do that again. Pelvis down, facing downward like that. Space behind you. Pelvis tilting up. And then squeezing as much as you can. Tilt up as much as you can. And then squeeze the belly and pull the navel in. You would start to feel your lower abdominal wall starting to react. Whew. All right. That's your pelvic tilt. We'll do 10 of that. If you did that with the 3 rounds, good job. You did 13. Okay, this is just actually a way to twerk. So hands down beside you, tilting the pelvis up, and then relax. Tilting the pelvis up, and then relax. Tilting the pelvis up, relax the belly. Keep squeezing the block, tilting the pelvis up. This is 4, then relax. Pelvis up, 5, then relax. Pelvis up, 6, pelvis up, 7. I'm trying to breathe through it, guys. Don't forget to breathe. Pelvis up. 8. Pelvis up. 9. One more. Pelvis up. 10. And then try to squeeze the block while pelvis is up. And breathe here. And hold. One more breath. Okay. Feel your lower abdominal wall. Okay. Now we're going to activate the upper rectus abdominis and your transverse muscle. It's hard to talk lying down. Okay, so feel the lower ribs first. Okay, the very edge of the lower ribs. If there's a lot of space in between the ribs, so your transverse muscles will help you pull and knit the ribs in towards each other, and then your rectus abdominis will pull the ribs downwards towards the navel. So we'll do that again. Knit the ribs in, knit, not knit. Knit the ribs in. I don't know where did I pick it up. And then pull the ribs towards the navel. We'll do that again. Knit the ribs in. Ooh, I felt my transverse. And then pull the ribs in. And sometimes we just need a little bit of warm up to feel it more. We'll do 2 more of that. Knit the ribs in. And then pull the ribs down. 1 more. Knit the ribs in. And pull the ribs down. And maybe try to breathe even if you're knitting and pulling it down. And breathe here for 3. Relax the glutes. My glutes are starting to activate. 2. Isolate the muscle. And 1. Whew, I'm shaking with just core activation. All right, now we're gonna do together activating the lower abdominal wall. This time we're gonna feel the squeeze on the glutes. We're gonna activate the upper abdominal wall and your transverse muscles. So how do we do that? Grab a block. Oh, not yet. Cut, 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 cut. You're so exciting. Okay, now that you know, okay, cut, cut, cut. Now that you know how to actually knit the ribs in and pull it towards the navel, the next thing we're going to learn is bringing our hands over our head. When we naturally bring our hands over our head, our ribs has a tendency to just open up and splay out. This is me not engaging my core. Okay, just without the block, more that the ribs would just splay out. Okay, so with the block in between your knees, there's a little bit of adduction. And then, maybe, I don't know if I discussed adduction in my previous videos. So adduct first, and then remember the action and towards your belly, knitting them together first towards each other, and then pulling it towards the navel. Okay, so let's use a block. Counterweight is always fun. Resistance. Okay, we're gonna bring our arms overhead. So when on towards the direction overhead, start to knit the ribs in already and then pull the ribs towards the navel. Do that on an exhale. And then on an inhale, reach your hands up. Okay. On an exhale, knit the ribs in and pull it down towards the navel. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of mindfulness. And then slowly bring back up. 1 more time. Knit the ribs in, pull the navel down. 3. I know your ribs want to splay out. Fight the urge. And then 2. I'm shaking with you guys. 4 of this. That's number 4, sorry. 5. See, I cannot talk and at the same time count. Multitasking is not my cup of tea. And then down. 5, don't forget to breathe, exhale. And then back up. 6, exhale. And then back up. 7, exhale. And then back up. 8, exhale. And then back up. 9, 1 more, exhale. and then back up. Whew. The next thing we're gonna do is to activate the lower abdominal wall and the upper abdominal wall with the transverse muscles together and your glutes. Okay, so squeeze again the block as much as you can. And then you're gonna bring our block over. Pull the ribs down towards each other first, knit them in, and then towards the navel, and then tilt the pelvis, and slowly lift the hips up while bringing your hands over your head. And then slowly coming back up. One. It may not be high, but what's more important is you're engaging the front part of the body. If you have a tendency to cramp on your glutes or your hamstring, you don't have to push your hips too high, okay? So be mindful of your movement. Pull the navel in, ribs in, pull the navel down towards the floor as you lift the hips up. You would feel a lot on the glutes. And exhale. Oops, this is an inhale. Exhale. And then back. 2. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. 4 more. And inhale. Exhale. And 5. Okay. On the 5th round, 5 more times. This time, let's try to reverse the way we breathe. We inhale going up. When you inhale, it's okay. You can still breathe even if you're pulling the navel in and you're squeezing the belly, okay? For core work, it's completely okay. So pull the navel and belly in, arms over. And exhale. 1. I think my hips don't go too high. 2. 3. 4. You will feel a lot in the glutes. And 5, maybe have a little bit of a hold here and breathe. Or 3, I know. 2, pull the navel, knit them in. And 1. We're gonna do shoulder rotation with your resistance band and then engage the front body, pull the navel in, core in, and then we're gonna bring our arms over our head. So pull the resistance band, great resistance, and then pull the navel in, and then try to push your hips and knit the ribs in. You would start to feel that same glute engagement, core engagement, as you reach your arms up. Pull it up, keep the pull, and then slowly bring it back down. Notice if your head starts to drop and bob, try to resist. Okay, if you have tight shoulders, this might be a little bit challenging. 2. This is 2. And up. 2. This is 3. Keep the ribs in. I'm using my window as a mirror. There. Okay. Up. Maybe pointed toes would actually help more. If your knees are sensitive, this is 4 or 5, maybe 4. We can do an extra. I can feel my transfers. Okay, 6. Keep pushing your hips forward. Keep knitting those ribs in. Try to resist the pelvic tilt. Keep the hips in neutral. 7. 8. 9. One more. 'It's okay to slow down so that you have more time to actually feel where your body is in space. Okay, that's one round. And then we're gonna do circling the arms one round and go circle the opposite direction. Same thing, just engage the core. I'm just gonna show you towards in this angle. Okay, circle the arm around. Try to notice if your body compensates just to be able to create this movement. That's 1. We'll do 10 of this. 2. This is actually a very good way to warm up the shoulders as well. 3. Notice how you can keep our core active. 4. 5. If you're already tired, you can stay at 5. Extra challenge, 10. 6. Keep the elbows straight. 7. 8. 9. One more. 10. Good job on the push. Okay, we're gonna go to the other side. Keep pulling the band. 1. 2. Keep the core engaged, keep the glutes squeezed. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Whew. Pushing it to 10. 9. Slow down the arm. Extra challenge. 10. And those are the 5 active stretching that you can do before your core workout. You can actually use this active stretching for any general movement because there's a lot of glute engagement, there's a lot of shoulder engagement. So this is a good beginner pre-workout active or dynamic stretching. Thank you for coming again, and it's nice to be back. I'll see you again. Namaste.
Thank you for watching my video. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my other videos and follow me at my Facebook and Instagram.